Okay, so as I slowly get inebriated here, uh, so last session you all decided, hey, um, we're gonna go travel, and you went on traveling, and then you said, hey, what if we helped out these people with their vault issue? Say you're heading over to Vault 924. Ugh, I need more. God. That was a bad burp. Um, so you spent about 2 days travel, you got 3 days left. And you also critted 2 times to get robots, which I will now reassign to jams.
They're gonna rob me again.
Well, hello there. How are you doing, my fine sir?
Good.
Excellent. So do tell me what's on your mind today.
This one seems a little messed up.
Yeah, they're both speaking at the same time.
Oh.
It's to get the echo in the conversation.
Well, hello.
Hello there.
What you got for me?
What do we got for you? Well, I have just the thing. One pulls out a glitchy hard drive. One pulls out a one pulls out a bag of flour, the other pulls out a bag of sugar. Well, I think you could get into some baking. Wouldn't you wanna try some baking in the oven?
I do like cooking.
Well. I would only need 25 caps for the total of these bags.
Doesn't sound like a bad deal. Everything's fun.
Yeah, throw you 25 cap.
And I'll pay
Excellent. You pay them the 25 caps as they disperse. This bag of flour and bag of sugar sure is light.
Damn it, they robbed me. Again.
You want to look inside?
Yep.
You find an IOU for the flour and sugar.
These damn robots. Look at Virgil. Well, next time they show up, we'll get some more flour and sugar.
Man, I thought you were going to make cookies.
Me too.
So, y'all hop back in the car, roll me that survival check, and we'll get on our merry way.
I passed.
Okay. Roll me a melee weapon check. 2d100.
Definitely past that.
You see that well, what melee weapons do you have?
I have the legendary pipe, the induction blade, the shock baton, the katana, the machete, and the auto axe,
And 2 tire irons.
and 2 tire irons.
You pull out the machete as you see that a giant rad scorpion is coming towards you in the car. You make the just decision to throw your knife at it. As you throw it, stabbing it in the face, and as you begin to run it over, you kind of swerve off to the side so you only run over half of it, as you then rip the machete out from the side as you keep driving over it and kill it. You all gain 400 experience.
Good job.
Anyone want to roll a check to try to find something, or no?
How far out are we from the place we're going? I forget the
About
name.
halfway there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll roll. It's fine. Is it investigation? That's a 10. So not good.
You don't find anything along the way, whether it be scavenging or otherwise. But you do manage to see a few raiders coming up on you, as again you swerve and whack them in front of the car, running them over. You gained 150 experience across 5 sources.
All right.
So you have 1 day down, and 2 left to go. Do you want to travel through the night and make it a bit shorter, or do you want to rest?
You said Ringo's hurt, right? So why don't we rest so he can heal?
Okay.
What's the healing again?
The healing, when you do a long rest, is 2 times your endurance. Or are you
There's
talking
only
about
one
first
for-
aid?
He's 1 for everything.
Are you
It's
talking about
one-
endurance? Or are you talking about first aid?
For resting.
Yeah, when you do a long rest, it's your endurance times 2 for a long rest. So it's your endurance number.
Yeah, and he didn't give me any stats like that.
Oh, you're talking for Ringo?
Yeah.
It doesn't gain healing like that. Just from items and first aid.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so do you want to just travel on?
Yeah, he was the reason we were going to rest, so we could keep traveling then.
Okay, roll me another survival check throughout the night.
An 8.
You run over a mantis shrimp. You don't even just get a bump, you just hear a squelch as you all gained 15 experience. Do you want to try to look out for anything?
Why don't you do survival and look for food stuff? With this,
Look for what?
keep happening. You can do survival to look for food stuff or encounters or something like that. I don't remember the exact one for you, but there's a survival check you can make. We just haven't used it.
Well, the D100 I pass.
What are you making the survival check for?
I don't remember what his is.
No, what are you making the survival check for?
We thought it was survival. I don't remember what his check is supposed to be. So for looking for stuff,
when you look for stuff, you roll an investigation. When you want to look for a location, you roll perception.
Right. And there was a third one.
Yeah, hunting.
That we added. Hunting. That was it. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. What's he roll for that? Because it's not listed.
Hunting is just a survival check. Based upon your survival check, you gain X amount of whatever.
Alright, I'll go hunting. I rolled, was it 79?
Okay.
I passed.
So you managed to acquire 20 Mirelurk rations. Or 20 Mirelurk meat, sorry.
Nice. You're storing the food, right, son?
Yeah, I can. It's fine.
I thought you called him son for a minute.
Right, Sonny?
How many Mirelurk rations? I was working on
20.
Got it.
Thank you.
Okay. Everyone there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just doing calculations?
I mean, I've got everything. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Time to head out then. So, You continue on. Roll another encounter die. You run over another mantis and gain 15 experience. The day has come to a conclusion. Sorry, the night's come to a conclusion. Do you wish to travel through the day again?
Yeah.
Another survival check.
Still pass.
Ooh, boy. Where is he? What's your perception, Graycon?
Not great. Let me see. It's a 5.
Oh, 1 minute. Getting a call.
Yep.
Fucking spam from Utah, I guess. Whatever.
Possibly late for that.
So, you see something big and silvery in the distance. As it appears to be another raider squad. But they look a lot meaner than the ones you've seen.
That power armor.
Yeah.
Oh.
They look to have some kind of barricade up. What do you all want to do?
What if I throw a plasma grenade?
So,
Well,
No.
No.
you could, but we could try talking to them first. You could always have the plasma grenade ready. Just
Fine.
Yeah, you're like, I want to fight him. No.
do you
No.
get
I
out
mean,
and
there's a bunch of them. There's not as many of us. We're outnumbered. They look mad.
you get
They
out?
can't be mad if they're dead.
I assume you get out of the car.
yeah.
So you get out. As you stop the car, you see there's heavy stone barricades covered in like metal wire. As you see that there are there's three raiderish power armor clobbered together, and they're all carrying light machine guns with minigun troops behind them.
All right. I
One
step
of
up
them,
about here.
one of them hoists the gun up and points it directly at you.
And do I recognize any of the symbols on their power armor or their clothing? Like, for what raider group they might be?
Not to your knowledge.
Okay.
I can give you the symbol.
Sure.
So this is the symbol that you see on the armor they're wearing. A hand with a sword, a hand and a sword, it's clutching the base, and there is a knife stabbed through the wrist.
Oh, okay.
How lovely.
Hey, Virgil.
Yo.
Just in time. We just ran into these raiders. 3 of them in power armor, and a whole bunch of people behind them.
Who got stabbed in the wrist?
That's the symbol that is on their armor for their raider group.
Oh, picture. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So,
The one points a gun at you, his light machine gun, and the other one kind of holds a hand up as to like hold fire. As he points at you with his middle finger, you hear through a scratchy voice through his helmet, "What are you here for?"
just passing through.
No one passes through here unless they have a death wish. Why are you here?
Are we still on the main road? I don't even remember. We pulled off the road, didn't
You pulled off your road to go cross country.
we? Yeah. And we're headed to a vault.
Vault
right?
924.
Yeah. Well, we heard there might be a vault out this way. We were just doing some exploring. What's so dangerous that... What makes it so dangerous out here?
Deathclaw country.
Oh, those things. Have you seen the big one in power armor?
I've not heard of the legend.
Oh yeah, we saw him like 2 weeks ago. we left. We did not stay in that area. I mean, regular death claws, so we have fought a couple of those. They're not the worst things.
I don't care what you saw. It's still Deathclaw territory. And we are not letting anyone pass through.
Are you trying to protect the death claws, or are you just trying to stop people from getting killed by them?
I am trying to stop their spread. The more that people come in here, the more that die. The more that die, the more they see easy prey.
Oh. I mean, what if we just go kill some of them for you?
I have heard this line. He looks over as one of them points to a tally board with chalk, as it says 308 times someone had said, "Let me go kill them for you."
Yeah, but how many of them have actually killed them before?
5.
Damn it.
I mean, that's not that bad. There's only 5 of them. I mean,
5 out of 305.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the other 300 were unqualified. I mean, it's only five groups that failed.
No,
I mean,
300 failed, 5 succeeded.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I misunderstood. So I was asking how many of them before they came here had killed death claws. Like, we have experience killing death claws. This isn't our first death claw killing.
How many that came... rephrase your question, sorry.
Yeah, so, I mean, you've had 305 people tell you that. Of those 305, how many of those people had killed death claws prior to coming here?
Oh, they
killed
can't
5
tell.
of them.
They can't tell that. Well, their group has killed quite a bit, but they don't know how many, like, any of them killed before they came here. They just know how many they killed when they were in here. And 5 groups killed Deathclaws when they were in here.
Yeah, Virgil, show them the bag of Deathclaw teeth.
When you say this to Virgil, and everybody looks at Virgil, they see him in the background making a show of holding the other 2 Deathclaw claws that we have and fiddling with them like he's trying to add them to his Deathclaw gauntlet.
So you've gotten lucky. Still, those are Deathclaws that are on that side, not this side. For your safety and the rest of this wastelands, I say no pass. If we need to get rough, we can get rough.
I mean, what good does that do us if you and I get rough? You don't want the Deathclaws getting out. I don't want the Deathclaws getting out. We're on the same side. I need to get someone that's over there.
I'm just I'm just going to point out that this one little outpost is not spread far enough across the wasteland to stop the Deathclaws from getting out. If they want out, they're going to get out, and there ain't shit you can do about it.
But that's fine. We'll leave. Good luck with your Deathclaw killing. Hope that one in the power armor doesn't come down here.
Do you get back in the car and go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it looks small on the map. That's kind of how I have to have it, but it was like a decent outpost. Small, but like pretty decently sized. Maybe like
Sure, but one outpost is still one outpost compared to the entire wasteland.
Yeah,
I
so
was just being a smartass.
yeah, we want to see. So we're gonna try to go around it.
So for about 20 minutes you start driving as you kind of take a long berth around this large guarded outpost as they just watch you go on by. I want you to imagine it, this is kind of like the Slocum Joe's train yard slash quarry in New Vegas.
Okay.
So you take a long berth around it, and you, by the time you get around the outpost building, you see a large wasteland of mines, like a minefield almost, of just corpses. Bloodied, clawed up corpses, drag marks of claws through the ground as you see that there is a large hill with a bunch of holes in it like a wasp hive. As Lena, roll me a perception check, or anyone else that has high perception.
What are we rolling?
A
That's Virgil.
perception check.
Virgil.
But I'm
Perception.
asking,
Yeah.
but I'm asking Lena if she wants to do it because she has a high lockpick,
Yeah.
so
go
she
for
would
it,
have
Lena.
high perception. I don't know. Kids singing about Deathclaws might be cute.
Yeah.
Let's see. 20.
Excuse me.
Oh. That's a 6.
Perception based off that. We are not good at that.
Not at all.
Damn, you rolled low. So, Virgil, do you want to take it away then?
Somebody help me.
Hold on, I need my calculator. $39.
You see way out in the distance this minefield, that hill over there is like a hive of Deathclaws. So as you kind of circle around it, there is a large hill just full of them, as the whole area around it. The area around it isn't that big. It's maybe kind of like 1 square of New York City. There's like a couple blocks you could be around it, right? Like maybe 3 blocks long or something like that. You know what I mean? Not huge, but like big enough. And it is just gore as far as the eye can see in this area.
Maybe they weren't joking about the death claws.
Oh,
You
I didn't think
can-
they were joking.
You can drive around, but there is nothing stopping them to come further out if they wanted to.
So Jams, I want you to look at the map and see where we're at and where we need to go and figure out a new route for us to get there, please.
Man. Just when we need one of those, another one of those high-yield hair trigger footballs.
We got a regular one. You got a screwdriver. I mean,
Honestly, it'd probably just piss them off.
As you do that, I'm going to get to work on your new map real quick here.
yeah. So Jams, do you want to roll you some survival and see if you can figure out, how to not take us through Deathclaw country, but to get us where we need to go from where we are at.
Yep. I pass.
Just want to be clear that my outburst earlier was my character talking to the raiders, not me commenting on the map.
Sure, sure.
Sure, okay, Virgil.
Just go back to building robots.
And hey, why do your robots keep robbing jams?
Yeah, they're so mean to me. They sold me flour and it was empty. Oh, and heal my dog.
I can't take responsibility for robots that are not mine.
Even the ones that are yours are still mean to me.
I'm not the one that programmed them. Wait,
You did
Casper's mean to you?
He hasn't been yet, but Sir Silvereye an asshole.
Sir Silver Eyes is always an asshole to you. Tell us something we don't know.
Casper's just an asshole to himself.
Alright, well, I will do first aid for Ringo when we stop the car at some point.
Do you have blue gold? So, what are you, you're making a survival check to get a new map going?
Yeah, we're looking to see if there's like a way to get around this.
Okay, what was your survival check?
95, but I passed.
So, you kind of look at the roads up ahead, right, and you see there is a way through.
Okay, Sven, look, I'll point to the map. I'll be like, if we do this, and then this, and then that, and go this way, and then turn around and come back, and then go that way, we can get through.
Okay,
Forget the jump rope.
you're driving.
All right, let's try it.
We want to rest before we move on. We've been for like 2 days.
True.
Jeez, how many days has it been?
It's been 3 days since we left the outpost.
It has
Like,
been
you're adding-
really, really hard for me to keep track of how many days pass by.
I was gonna say, make sure you're adding in your tablets.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Don't save. So we're gonna update the map now. If you go to maps, your map has been updated.
All right, we are.
That circle there, that is the area in which you are driving around.
Okay.
So we're going to Vault 924.
Yep.
Woohoo, that's really close to blue gold.
What's that blue gold?
Another chance for me to steal more of the quartz stuff.
And while
Cool.
we say that, okay, so you continue your travels as you're planning a route around. So you can plan a route around. It'll add about a day to your travels.
Yeah, that's fine.
Beats the death claws.
Survival check.
Pass.
Okay. Oh boy. You're saved. You would have got a minor alert, Queen, but because of your ability, you only get a gecko as you run the gecko over.
Woohoo!
Boink. Ka-thump. You get 40 experience. You want to roll anything for the look around?
Virgil, you want to look for a place?
Yeah, okay. Places is different than investigation, right?
It's perception.
Yeah. Hardly matters to have the same, okay. 30.
Is it the same stat?
It's not the same stat, but they're
About the same modifier for you?
yeah, the same modifier. That's the word.
What are you searching for?
This was for places,
Place.
right?
Yeah.
Like locations?
Mm-hmm. What'd you
Okay,
get?
so I got a 30.
Okay. So, you haven't spotted anything near you. Well, you spot off in the far northeast. There is another city. But it looks like it's like a week's travel out.
Okay. Then we will just stay the course.
Okay. Final travel roll.
pass.
Roll me a Jams, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Nat 20.
You swerve immediately as you realize this is a fire gecko and you don't want to hit that.
Thank goodness.
You immediately dodge the flame gecko as you swerve and go around it instead of hitting it. As those are the ones that explode, and you just kind of hightail it out of there. Upon doing so, you come to a hill where there is a giant vault door in front of you, with the old lettering of Vault 924 on it.
We made it.
Yeah. I would have thought we'd have seen a bunch of robots.
They must be inside.
All right.
Just getting my info up. But, you see the vault, right? And what do you want to do? Just the vault door in front of it.
Yeah, let's everybody make sure you're ready, and let's
He'll
check the
Ringo.
area. Yeah, check the area and get in the vault. Do you bring in Ringo or Stinger?
Ringo. If it's robots, yeah. Virgil, heal him.
All right, here we go. Pass. Heal 60.
Okay. Where is it? Okay, so just for my copy's sake, let's attach Stinger. You are bringing in Ringo, correct?
Yep.
So you would bring in Ringo, however the entrance to actually after the gate, did anybody actually open up the vault? Like with their Pip-Boy?
Not yet. We said we were getting everybody together to go in.
As a GM, I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to have Ringo fit or work comfortably in the halls.
Alright, can I bring this Stinger then?
Sure.
Alright, I'll bring Stinger.
Stinger crawls up on your shoulder
Oh god.
as he
Ringo's okay.
He crawls up your leg and around your arm and up on your shoulder, where he just perches like a parrot as he clips his two little claws and looks at you with his beady, red, crimson eyes and a dripping stinger.
I love you, but you did sting me that one time.
I love you, but pain.
You
What
almost
about-
killed me.
What about you, Virgil?
Punctuation, or that becomes a different sentence.
What of you, Virgil?
I will bring Casper.
He floats over to you and gives you a few depressed beeps.
It'll be okay. Don't worry.
Master Virgil, for I must say that when I shall guard this mutt and the car, might I say that you have a bit of food before you go on your journey? You look quite peckish.
Sure.
How delectable. As we are rummaging around through the wastes, I managed to cook you up something delightful.
Okay. What is it?
I'm rolling.
No.
He, tried to make something fancy as he combined cram and Instamash to make you a wasteland dinner. Chopped up fine bits of Spam with Instamash, potatoes, and a bit of wasteland gravy. Here you are, sir.
All right. I take it. Thank you.
The taste, do you eat it?
Yes.
Upon eating it, so you, for the next 10 minutes, have a +3 to your int score, and you also, from the Instamash, have a +2 perception for the next 10-ish minutes. And because of it all together, the general gist is that the taste is like a hungry man's steak overcrossed the powderiest potatoes you could imagine, but a very rich turkey gravy. The potatoes are so thick they're like glue mixed with powdered potatoes. So, what do you do now?
I guess we use our Pip Boy to open the door.
Who wants to do it?
Seems like a you thing, right, Virgil?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll do it.
Anybody can do it. I'm just saying if anybody wants to have the coolness of opening it.
Oh, if it doesn't, it's not like a science check thing.
No, it's like in Fallout 4
Yeah.
where it's literally just a...
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Lena, why don't you see if you can pick that lock then?
I was muted. Sorry. Okay. Let's-
Wait, you wanted to lockpick the tumbler door?
Lena doesn't know that it just opens.
Oh. Selena, you go up to the electronic keypad. You press a few buttons, thinking that you might know the code. What numbers do you press?
Is it a 10 key
How many?
pad?
How many times?
I push it 5 times.
Beep 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 beep. As you press it 5 times, your Pip-Boy in that time frame has locked into it and auto opened it for you. But to your knowledge, on the 10th key press, you hear the tumbler locks open as it goes as it slowly rolls forward. As a tiny little
I
vault
turn around
guy,
all proud and look at everybody. Piece of cake.
Wow, good job, kiddo.
Thanks.
a tiny little vault boy appears in your Pip-Boy and says, "Welcome to Vault 924. Enjoy your stay."
All right, everybody ready for all the robots?
No.
Okay. I need to make this map bigger. 1 minute. And then to give you all little cutouts for your light source. Oh, that is not what I wanted. What the fuck? God. Okay. This is going fantastic. So as you enter the vault, right, you enter in only to find that everything is completely shut off, dark, abandoned. You hear the whirling of different gears and servos in the distance, but you don't really see anything else. Do you still have the cat eye perk, Lena?
No, I don't think I ever had cat eye. Hang on, let me look.
Yeah, you had the thing. You had the see in the dark thing.
Oh, no, I have friend of the night.
Yeah, that gives you dark vision, right?
Yes.
For this purpose, to keep tension, we're just going to give you a bigger dark vision radius.
Okay.
Did you tell me that the eagle eyes mutation gives me dark vision?
It does not give you dark vision, it gives you enhanced perception, I thought.
Your vision can't be tampered with in any way, and your eyes can act like binoculars, allowing you to have sight of plus 50 feet.
Yeah, tampered with.
That's fine.
As in, like, you can't be blinded or you can't be fucked with.
Okay, not a problem. I'm just, it hasn't come up. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, of course. There we go. So you come into the front area of the vault. The door closes behind you. Tunk, 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 tunk. As the lights are dim, your Pip-Boy lights kick on. The floor is dirty, covered in ash, soot, and oil. There are deep black bloodstains from years past that have just calcified on the floor. Between the boards and nails, the gunk, as it's turned black as all the cells have died and lost their pigment and color. The smell of this area is filled as the vents pump out a low hum and steam. A bit of fog rolls out with a bit of smoke from each of them that is then filtered into the air compressor above it. The air filters on these vents are gunky, filthy, and old, unreplaced. The very area around it has peeling paint and rust all around. Your foot reveals a heavy clank of metal that has been sewn and melted together over and over again, rinsed and repaired until everything has been used 2 or 3 times over. The smell of rust, propane, and gas fills the room. Not like gas in the room, just like a metal shop. Like a metal welding shop, right? I'm sure you all know the smell. So, what do you all wish to do?
It's hard to see here. Where are the lights? Anybody see a light switch?
I'm gonna go along the edges of the room and see if I can find one.
Well, that radius is that's your radius of how far you can see. It's like
Okay.
you have a light coming off you. So like you can walk around the radius here, right? As you kind of walk around, you don't see a light switch anywhere. You just see a lot of paint-covered walls. You passed a radiator over here, and you see there are these like 2 metal connectors that have like a wire strung through them where high voltage electricity goes in very slow bursts.
So there's electricity just jumping past us through the room, or is it like overhead?
It's overhead on a wire. It's just very high voltage and no protection.
Okay.
Jams, you pass under as one bolt strikes you. You charge a little bit of your muscles up by 2 or 3 points.
I'd fly a little lower if I were you, Casper.
He eyes the voltage. Oh, sweet release, he's thinking. But he does as you command and flies underneath.
It's like flying towards it as you say it. It's like, oh.
Fine.
Oh. What was that? A Bug's Life, where the bug flies toward the bug zapper, and he's like, "No, don't."
No, don't! The forbidden light, brother! I keep seeing those fucking shorts videos on YouTube
beautiful.
of, brother, no, don't go towards the forbidden light. But what if they failed? What if they never went any further because they couldn't grasp the forbidden light? Brother, no, you'll never make it. It's 2 moths talking to each other about the sun.
That's the craziest thing. Moths are attracted to light, but they only come out at night.
That is weird.
This is a wall, right?
Yeah, that's a wall.
So I see like a hallway here.
Yep, as soon as you begin to enter it, you see a red light pinging down right there. In short bursts and blasts.
All right, what are your thoughts?
I think it's fucking dark.
Yeah, we gotta find the lights. Or we could just leave. I feel like we said we'd help, so we need to help.
It might be better to go through the dark, because if we turn things on in the vault, we might activate something we don't want to activate.
Well, I
Like-
want to stumble on something in the dark that could get us.
An army of fucking robots or something.
That's true. I guess
All
let's go straight.
So how do we deal with this thing, Virgil?
Which thing? What?
There's a pulsing laser in front.
No, I said a pulsing red light.
It means like a red light bulb is just pulsing.
Yeah, that's like flickering.
Ah, okay.
A lot of blood on the ground, though. You come to a locked door. Smears of blood all over it, with bone encrusted on the plate, using as latching devices.
So they have bone.
Oh, okay, we're not dealing with robots, we're dealing with cannibals. Got it. Okay, we need lights as soon as possible, because I don't want to get nommed on in the dark.
You want to see it coming?
Sure, that means I can shoot it with accuracy.
Lana, do you want to lockpick the door?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me lockpick.
I pass.
Okay.
Not a lot.
So you are now able to enter the door. Upon doing so, it opens up. I'm just highlighting it for, purposes.
Sure.
As you enter through the door, as it creaks open, you come to an area again with only some emergency lights that are kind of flickering on and off. The ground, once again, covered in blood, like it's etched into the ground. The foul, putrid smell of iron fills your nostrils. It burns.
See if we can find a terminal or something.
So halt for a minute. So,
Yep.
Lena, as you passed by up here, you see there is a butchering set. There's a bunch of screws and different kinds of metal hammers and drivers everywhere. It looks like it's an auto dock table, but it has a bunch of Mr. Handy parts on it. And to you over here, Sven, you see this is a giant generator. And then you see the cabinet over here. I don't mean to drag your token, but easiest for you to be able to see. You see over here is this giant kind of like closet that is full of robot parts on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, human parts, such as hands, arms, legs. You see that over here there's a giant flower bed that kind of extends all the way up and around. A large flower bed that is all kind of filled up with all kinds of flora, trees, and all kinds of things. And that over here appears to be some kind of like stove smelt top, where it's like a stove mixed in with a kind of workshop area thing. One half is a forge, one half is a stovetop.
Virgil,
Yes.
you want to look through those robot parts and see if any of them are useful?
Absolutely, I do. Where they at? Point me.
Right here instead of the closet, right? With people parts and robot parts.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, I'll look through the robot parts.
The robot parts are interesting as they're just human arms encased with metal and their veins replaced with wires.
Okay, never mind.
Kind of like a lobster, right? Hard outside, fleshy, squishy bits on the inside.
That is how that works.
See the staple?
Okay.
Looks to be like an auto surgery / auto dock table.
Right, but you said it had different arms.
It was covered in Mr. Handy arms and parts.
Are those attached to it or just laying on it?
Just laying on it. There is a scrapped out body laying on it, with a holotape jammed in its mouth.
A human body or a robot body?
Robo-body. It's like a deconstructed Mr. Handy, but there's in the mouthpiece of Mr. Handy, there is a holotape.
So we should play that holotape and see what's going on, huh?
I will remove the holotape and examine it for any kind of labeling or, you know.
Just typing a bit. Giving you a summary before I exposit. The holotape is called Doctor's Visit. When you pop in the holotape, it kind of just details a doctor's visit log where one of the doctors who were human staff here doubled as a tech guy, right? And it's kind of pertaining that some of the Mr. Handies have been overheating, which is, you know, normal. These were older model Mr. Handies that go off fission batteries, right? So they're prone to overheating because the fission batteries aren't quite as strong as the fusion cores, right?
Right.
So it would take like 2 or 3 fission batteries, one overheats, and you need to like, the idea if you had 4 of them, one would overheat, so it would unclock itself and the next one would be stuck into it, and you could recharge them. So it would then go to a charging bay, and then it would use D and C, and then when C was done, then B would go in, and it would help with the wear and tear, right?
Right.
And help out longevity. The problem was that the e-consumer models of them weren't all that great, and over time would break down. So they were overheating, which he understood, but the problem was that this specific one had a resistor, a large resistor put into it, and then a transistor put into it, and then an even bigger resistor maxed out. And it was still somehow overheating itself. So then they got sick of it and decided to give it a power management model where they were going to like hook it up into a fixed butcher station for like meat and processing, right? And it was just going to be stuck on a conveyor belt where it could manage, where they can manually manage its voltage and it would not be able to overexert itself. But it goes into how strange it is that even with all the modding they did, that it somehow bypassed the resistors, but the resistors were cold. It was somehow overriding the path of the resistors to overheat itself. What do you want to do?
And we're still talking about the holotape, right?
Yes, that's what the holotape said.
Okay. This is one of those instances where my character knows more about electronics than I do.
Okay, so you can roll me a science check, you can roll me a check, you can do insight, what do you want to do?
Okay,
Have him inspect it to see if he can repair the problem.
Roll me a 2d100 science check.
$15. That passes.
Mechanically, there's no issue here. Like, from a schematic standpoint, everything is in order. When you make a repair check and look closer into it, you see that somehow the robot was able to dislodge its thruster. It was able to take the capacitor that was embedded in its thruster, right? Twist it off so there was an open volt patch as like kind of hang loosed on one pin, right? To keep arcing electricity through its body to bypass the resistors. What's interesting is that the capacitor screws on and off, but it locks itself on one pin. Meaning it was doing this often. To how it got like that, you can't be sure because these pins on it are quite delicate and hard to control, and usually they're soldered in, but they're not. They're loose. All the pins are loose. You could even unscrew it if you want to, but for some reason the third pin keeps catching. But it's not catching on anything from what you can see in there, just that it's catching. What would you like to do?
So you're trying to pull this piece out of it and you can't see what it keeps catching on?
I'm not sure. I'm a little confused.
All right, so you can't figure out how to get this piece off.
Like, schematically? Fine. Scientifically, shouldn't be possible. Repair-wise, shouldn't be possible either. It's like having a mechanical pencil spring hold up to a suspension in a car, right? It makes no sense.
And that's preventing me from pulling the holotape out of its mouth?
No, you pulled the holotape out of its mouth long ago. You even stuck it in your Pip-Boy. I'm saying that... Okay, so you pulled the holotape out, you stuck it in your Pip-Boy, you read the Pip-Boy, right?
Okay.
You read the holotape. Everything I just told you was a summary of the holotape. Of the doctor has the robot come in, right? All that stuff, right?
Okay.
Then what happens is that after the doctor comes in, he comes in, fixes the bot, and in his readings and his log states that it's weird because on a schematic level, it shouldn't be doing this. They installed it into a maximum resistors, they gave it extra capacitors, and somehow it's overheating itself. So they're going to put it on a fixed mounted unit, right, where they can control the voltage and it cannot. Because somehow it's still bypassing everything. Because the generator is at the top and all the resistors are below the generator, so it somehow has to be bypassing all the resistors, right?
Okay.
On a two-way circuit. You did your science check. Schematically, it looks fine, but you notice that it has a lot of capacitors on its thruster. You investigate with a repair check because you're going to auto pass those anyways, right?
Right.
And you find out that the 3 pins that are holding in the capacitor, one of them is getting hung up. And it looks like what was happening was that two of the pins were being unscrewed, and half of it was hanging out. So any of the charge was overvolting from the capacitor, jumps the gap of the resistors, and hits his fission battery over and over and over again. The problem is that these pins that hold the capacitor in are extremely light. They tear like wet paper, but when you screw it, for some reason, it's not coming off, even though mechanically it looks like it should have, you should have sheared it off, right?
Right.
So you're confused how it works. Are you getting tired, Virgil?
No, I'm struggling to understand all this electronic talk.
Thing that screw in hole should come off hole. Really hard, not coming off hole. Big confusion why.
Yeah, that.
Battery overheat, big resistor in middle. Somehow still overheat.
So it's kind of like a screw has been cross-threaded so bad that now you can't unscrew it.
Yes, but somehow when you nail it, it comes out. But when you try to screw it, the screw doesn't spin, even though almost the entirety of the screw's out. All that's left is the head. And when you bang it with a hammer on the other side, it still doesn't come out. So magically it's stuck in there somehow. What would you like to do? Sorry if I'm confusing you.
Well,
Does anyone else get what I'm putting down?
So, I mean, we could try to. I guess what's our goal here? Are we trying to fix this thing, or just try to figure out why it's broken? Like, Virgil, what are you wanting to do with it?
it seems like we've figured out why it's broken. It's overheating and nobody figures out why.
And so there's an issue with this pin. So we need to.
Do you want to leave it? Do you want to fix it? You're trying to understand it?
Yeah, why don't you try to fix it? I mean, do you want to try to fix it? Reprogram this thing?
Maybe get some information out of it.
Yeah, kind of what I'm thinking.
So if the piece is broken, does it look like I have the
it's not broken.
pieces?
I guess what I'm trying to say here is that it is currently... You know how you have stuff that screws onto you have it's 3 pins, right? And you lock it in and then you twist and it locks in place, right?
Sure.
2 of the pins are off of it and it's bent forward, or the third pin should have sheared completely off. You can stick the other 2 pins in and lock it in, but when you try to unlock it, the same thing happens. It just kind of flips open and flops about. But that third pin should have sheared off from the weight of the capacitor or the weight of you cranking on it.
But for whatever reason, it is not.
For whatever reason, it's not shearing off. It's not moving.
In place.
It's not spinning in place either. It's completely deadlocked, stopped. That's the point, is that it's stuck there. But when you look at it, it's not welded. It looks like it should come off.
So with the other 2 pins out, I mean, it sounds like a puzzle, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe we try to push this in, because everybody's been trying to pull it out. So we have the 2 pins out, and we push this pin that is stuck. We try to push it in instead of pull it out, and see if it does anything.
You said it was cranked to the side. What if I try to straighten it?
Okay, I feel like there's a communication breakdown here. Let me draw this out. Maybe that'll help. I didn't mean to make this confusing, guys.
Let me try with my elephant hands.
Okay. I will upload a picture of this. Okay, so if you look at the wasteland chat, you'll see a simple drawing. So, the capacitor, when you have all 3 pins in, right, you rotate it to lock it in place, right? You can untwist it to unlock it. When you unlock it, instead of the capacitor coming off, 1 pin is stuck. The other 2 pins are dangling, so it's open. When you try to twist it again, it still doesn't budge. But the pins themselves look to be soft enough as if they would shear right off. They're very thin, floppy pieces of metal, right?
Okay.
So for whatever reason, it's not shearing off. When you push it in again, it just locks the capacitor back into place. But for some reason, when he was evaluating it, the capacitor was open like this, as if it was open and allowing electricity to arc from the open capacitor over the resistors into the fission battery. And he was wondering why that is, because when you look at it, schematically it's correct. You can lock it in, it doesn't move. Mechanically, it looks like it's stuck there, but you don't know what it's stuck on. Budging it left or right doesn't do anything. Pulling on it doesn't pull it out. It's not jammed, it's not crooked, it's just like that.
So the other 2 pins are not supposed to connect?
What'd you say?
So the other 2 pins are not supposed to connect?
So two of the three pins have released. The 3rd pin is still holding on.
You're trying to understand, if you want to solve it, why the 3rd pin is still holding on when you're trying to release it. And it won't budge, it won't shear, it won't break, even though they're made of wet paper.
Great comment. What was your idea to try to push him in?
Yeah, I said let's try to push. So the way the capacitor's sitting right now in the top right, it's only got the 1 pin still in it, the other 2 are out. I was saying, what if we try to push the capacitor head in instead of trying to pull it, which hasn't worked? What if we try pushing it in?
With the 2 pins in place or out of place?
No, with them out of place.
Okay. Do you wish to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. You press the pin inward and you hear a crack. The capacitor loosens up a little bit and falls faintly in your hand. The bottom of it shears off as out from a crack of the vent you see a small screw pop loose with a little bit of a tag on it, as if someone welded a screw to the bottom of the coupling on the inside to keep it from moving forward or backwards or being pulled out. But how something could get in into such a very tight crevice that is welded into the robot is beyond you.
Okay, I want to read the label on the screw.
And the screw wasn't labeled, it just had a little bit of the bottom end of the capacitor. Like you pushed it through, and upon pushing it through you hear a clank and then a crunching sound. The screw falls loose as you sheared a part of the wire off. The capacitor goes limp and falls in your hand because there's nothing stopping it from turning anymore. Screw falls out with the bottom half of it, and you pull out the capacitor to find that it was attached to the bottom of the piece, stopping it from turning.
Alright, so we've got the piece that had it messed up removed. Now do you want to put it back together? Without the
Do I see
sabotage piece?
Do I see any replacements around the table from previous attempts?
Yeah, there's a spare part around.
Alright, I'll try to use the spare part and fix it.
So you manage to weld it back together. You stick in the pieces as you begin to weld up the robot. Gain 25 experience from your check. And this is going to take about an hour. Does anybody else want to do anything for an hour?
I would say we probably
Hold on, that is not an
look
area you
around
can go through.
sorry. I was just saying, like, I think we move around a little bit, looking for it. Sorry, it's blurry, so it's hard to tell what's a hard wall versus a.
Okay, here, let me hold on a minute. Just
Yeah.
control your character while I add in boxes.
Yes. I think that's a hard wall.
I think the only other door was over here.
Well, I was saying finish this room. Ah, here we go. Yeah. See, so there's. Okay, so that's a hard wall here as well. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is it for this room.
Okay, so this was just one room that we walked into.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Sorry about the blurriness. It's the nature of this thing.
Yeah, it's not your fault, man. With
Tough
the
to tell
way,
sometimes.
yeah, it's hard to tell, and then especially with the limited vision, right? It makes it even harder because if it was, if we had more vision, right, then you could see like, oh, that's one big long wall. It's kind of fuzzy, so it's making do the best we can with what we got.
I hope the giant purple boxes help.
It does actually. It helps a lot to see that is a solid wall. So yeah, I'm with Jams. All right, Virgil, while you're doing this, are you going to be okay alone? We're going to go start looking at this next area.
I should be fine. I have Casper with me.
Yeah. So, all right, come on, Lena. We may need you to help open a door.
Instantly I die, we split the party.
That's right. That was the goal.
So you
Yeah,
come
we'll
to
go
that
to-
next door there?
Yeah, we'll go to this other door.
Yeah, Sven, I don't know if we should leave him alone. Every time we do, he builds robots.
God.
I mean, he's building one right now.
I'm sure that won't come back to haunt you. Would James think he's trying to extort him?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would I? I mean,
Would you?
every time the robots talk to me, they're assholes. And they rob me.
Okay, that should be good for a little bit. Okay, Lena, hold on. So,
Okay.
you gotta lockpick this door.
Okay. I pass.
Okay, as you lockpick the door, you notice that this door is made out of steel and bone, just as the other one. However, unlike the other one, it appears to have been booby-trapped.
Booby trapped how?
Booby-trapped with a grenade.
Can I roll explosives and try and disarm it?
You can.
I pass.
You quickly catch the grenade, stuff the pin back in it, and chuck it down the hall. It doesn't explode, but it is removed from place. You just kind of chuck it down the room. Yum. You may now enter. You enter what appears to be a commons area. There are bunk beds lined up on the left side here. You see that also there is a large ladder that leads what looks like to an upstairs. Further on in, there are sinks, and over here there is a large kind of like blocked off shower room.
Okay.
The beds in them have all the human remains dressed up in lab coats, each carrying a different Vault Tech ID and all that wonderful stuff. And they all look to be their necks squeezed to death.
Do they look like they've been here for a while?
Yeah, the bodies are rotting as the area gives off a rotten flesh smell. It is putrid and awful, but it is also sulfurically acid as well, in the sense that it looks like they've been here a while. The decomposition rate has increased, but you can definitely see where the sloughed off skin was, right? And the skin appears to be stretched inward, like the flesh around underneath of it was crushed, like it was strangled to death. Oddly enough, though, there's no flesh on the inside. The bones are picked clean, but the skin was left behind.
I tell Sten about everything that I've noticed.
All right, so we'll make our way kind of around this room.
You're walking across the bunk beds.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, these are all bunk beds right here. James, you encounter all the sinks. They all have fingers in them.
Yummy.
This is the shower room over here. The floor is covered in bars of soap. And there is a large HVAC pipe sticking out of the wall here connecting two of the areas, as well as a large, what do you call it? Over here there is a large, steam valve.
Oh, okay.
As well as the two ladders that are here and here for climbing up to what appears to be kind of like a like an upper area, but the door is completely sealed shut almost. Well, just sealed shut.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Jams, do you want to see if you can open one of these ladders?
Sure. Where is it?
Or one of these hatches? It's right here next to us.
All right. Whoops. Yeah, I'll use my elephant hands to smash it open. Or pull it open.
Okay. Sorry, blanket got all wadded up underneath my seat. Made it rather uncomfortable. Okay. So, athletic check, please.
$29.
Okay. So you see that there above it is a ventilation system that it leads into.
All right, so this is a small tunnel, HVAC tunnel.
Yep. It looks about to
How
be
small?
no, not much bigger than Lena.
I guess we know what you're doing.
Yep.
Or-
Lena, you want to go check it out?
I could send a scorpion.
I mean, you could send the scorpion with her.
Yeah. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone.
Here's your tactical assault scorpion.
All right. What am I doing? I'm going up the ladder.
Yep.
Roll me an animal command to have it follow.
A 100.
Yep.
I'll pass it. I'll just pass a 100.
Well, look at your animal handling, your command NPC score.
Command animals 104.
Oh. Then you would pass. Well, actually, you don't trust each other that much. It'd be a 2D 100. You haven't really worked with Stinger that much.
$42 plus 38
You still
is
pass.
80.
Stinger looks at you, Lena. It'll follow you,
Okay.
but it's not happy about it.
I'm going to keep a lookout for bugs for him to eat. And small rodents.
So, as you climb up the ladder to enter inside the vent, it's dusty and musty, full of cobwebs and little bit of dust bunnies that are about the size of baseballs. You crawl through as it creaks and sways, and I'd imagine you get about to like here, right? You mind if I move your
Okay.
token?
No, it's fine.
So you move on through, right, slowly getting through. Creaks and crackles as you can hear the banged up vent. You also see that, to the left of you, someone was dragged through the vent, as there is bits of nail and scratch marks with blood that lead down the left side, and down the right side is a bunch of bones.
I'm going to follow the path with that was where the person was dragged.
Okay. You slowly make your way down, the blood just chipping against your pants. As you make it all the way down here, where you see that someone's skin has, I need you, even though I know you are the player, Lena would be scared shitless of this. I'd imagine a vent full of faces, right?
Just
Human skin faces
just
peeled off.
faces, not on a person.
Yeah, like their skin was sliced off their face and nailed to the inside of the vent.
Nice. Yes, that would terrify Lena.
Are we
Roll
bad
me-
parents?
Yes, you are. Roll me a an intimidation check.
Oh, you bastard. 8.
You can't go any further.
Okay.
The faces, you feel them looking and leering at you. You can almost hallucinate their mouths moving. You've seen a lot of horrors in this wasteland. But this is too much.
I'm going to I'm losing my voice, I'm sorry. I'm going to swiftly make my way back to the guys.
You see Lena crawl back down the ladder, looking fucked up.
I'm absolutely horrified. I managed to stammer out what I saw.
How do you say
I didn't
it to
even
them?
think about going the other way.
How do you say it to them?
Guys, you You're not going to believe what I just saw. It was so scary. Oh my God. There were just faces and they were all looking at me. And I just couldn't do it. They were all looking at me and the mouths were moving and I just I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I let you down.
Everything's okay. It'll all be okay.
Yes, Jam.
You want to
stay
have
in-
some fun?
Yeah.
Okay. So the hatch that Dan's pulled open, are we able to get it closed again?
Yeah.
So I want to close the hatch, and Lena, you want to pick out one of your explosives and put it on this hatch in case something tries to come out?
Hell yeah.
Roll me a lockpick to set up a trap.
I passed.
Roll me an explosive to set up the explosive.
That is also 20. I mean, 100.
You crit.
That was a
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah, 20.
What explosive are you using?
I figure I'll put a pulse grenade there. I'm sorry, a plasma grenade there.
You rig a pulse grenade to the door, and you manage to overclock the plasma grenade. You've rigged it in such a way that if the hatch swings open from the other side, the grenade tied to a piece of rope will swing back and up, and the momentum of the swing will lock the gate and detonate the grenade on the inside of the vent.
Perfect. The scorpion didn't sting me, by the way. He was good.
That's pretty good. He's only stung me once.
I try to pet the scorpion between its many eyes.
While you're doing that, Virgil, you're quietly working on the robot as Casper hovers next to you, giving you sad boops and beeps that it wished it could overheat, that it wished it could die, that it was the broken one on this table, as it prints out to you on your Pip-Boy.
It'll be okay, man. It'll be okay.
It could have been me. Why wasn't it me?
I'm
You
so
didn't-
glad it made him sad.
You then hear a thump in the wall. And then another thump. And another rusty thump. As you see a vent over here. As thump thump thump. Thump 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 thump. Thump. Thump 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 thump. Thump. As it's just kind of clanking in the wall. Thump 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 thump. Thump.
I
Thump,
immediately
thump,
stand
thump,
up
thump,
and
thump.
fire my pistol at the ceiling to let the others know that something's happening.
Which pistol?
My wrist breaker. My rifle that uses pistol ammo.
Okay. Roll to hit. I want to see if you get an @1.
Okay. 98.
You fire it into the ceiling as it hits one of the upper water pipes, just ka-chink, as some water begins to kind of like gush out of the ceiling and pour onto the ground. Whatever was inside of it before the power turned off. You did manage to get the Mr. Handy up and running, though.
Oh, good.
Everyone else, you hear a gunshot go off from where Virgil was.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running there.
Yep, let's go.
Yep, I follow.
You run over to see that there is a slowly rebooting Mr. Handy, a water pipe that burst open onto the ground, and Virgil kind of like looking a little perturbed.
Now aiming the gun at the wall.
Why are you shooting the wall?
There was movement, and it was freaking me out.
Ooh, yeah. I found something that freaked me out too. This place is weird.
You remember the coffee place? How they had their boogeyman in the closed off section?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're dealing with something like that. Only these guys didn't get to close it off.
All right, nobody drink anything while we're here, okay?
That means you, Sven.
I don't think there's anything special to drink that we've found so far. I just mean a monster crawling through the walls.
You then hear the
Oh, that's
thump,
fun.
thump, 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 thump.
Oh, there it
thump
goes again.
in the wall. Thump, 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 as the thumps get quieter and quieter as it moves to a different room. Well, to a different vent in a different room.
What did we come here for again?
Robots.
Yeah, you were desperate for robot parts to build more robots, like this one you just built.
Okay, it doesn't count as me build. It doesn't. It doesn't count as me building it if it was already built and I just repaired it, a small part of it.
You gain 100 experience for repairing the robot. Why, hello there, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you, for my name is Mr. Buzz. Here at Vault 24, we are under the best studies of humankind. What can I help you with, sir?
What's the last thing you remember happening, current event-wise before you shut down?
The last thing I remember... let me check my databank, sir. I believe there is nothing within my databank, sir. I cannot remember a thing.
Someone wiped your memory?
Someone or something has wiped my memory. The last thing that I was programmed to do was to clean showers.
Oh, that shower's a mess.
Can you point me to the shower, sir?
I don't have the schematics for this vault, do you?
Yeah, we'll show him in a minute. Let's finish talking to him and we'll take him there.
Right, but if he has the layout of the vault, then I want him to give it to us. That's like a map that would help us get around.
For that map has been stored in error location not found in memory bank.
Got it,
It
okay.
appears that my memory has been tampered with, sir. I cannot remember a thing. Could you point me to the next shower, please?
I guess we're following you guys then.
Why don't you plug into him and see if you can restore his memory or whatever?
Yeah, alright. Let's do some hacking.
So you jack into him with your Pip-Boy. Let me, you need to make me a 2d100 science check.
Okay. That passes. 60.
Your Pip-Boy, along with your perk to be able to hack into robots and such. That very, very long ago perk, don't you remember? You are able to hack into it. Upon doing so, you find his memory banks were wiped 5 years ago. It also shows the counter of how many times it's been wiped. "25 times."
Sorry, say that again?
His memory has been wiped 25 times every 5 years.
Lovely. Guy has been wiped regularly.
Every 5 years.
Yeah, every 5 years. He's not going to have any information about what happened in this vault.
So, about 125 years.
Yeah.
Are you able to find, like, his last... Does he have, like, a save before his last erase that happened? Or
It looks like everything's gone.
Okay.
Like it was a full bank wipe. Like he's been factory reset. He cleans showers now. "Sir, I have got a reading from your robot. Your iBot seems to be rather deflated. Might I recommend a repair?"
Oh, that's just his personality. He's fine.
Like, no, we don't want him to be happy.
"Personality? Ha! You must make a fine joke, sir. Robots can't have feelings."
You want to see if you can make this one sad, too?
"Is that all I can help you with today, Dr. Balmude?"
Excuse me?
"Is that all I can help you with today, Dr. Balmude?"
Yes, please continue about your business.
"Thank you, Doctor."
Well.
Alright.
Why didn't you make him sad?
I was too surprised at him mentioning the doctor we recently talked to. Apparently he was here at one point.
Recount for us the tale of Dr. Balmude.
I wonder if he's in the wall.
No, wasn't he? No, Dr. Balmu's dead now. He was the... I hate when I forget words.
Wasn't he the guy in the coffee vault that...
No. He was in the other vault with the sex robot.
Yeah.
And then when we came back, he was a brain in a jar. And then they fucking mortared him to death.
Well, actually, didn't you put him out of his misery before that happened? At his request?
No, we asked him if he wanted that, and he said no, he wanted to be with his friends, so we found out about the mortar and we got the hell out of there.
Okay. Alright, well, let's keep moving. This way.
You hear the thumping on the wall again, above you. Thump, 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 thump.
What'd you go
Yes,
back for? Oh.
Sorry, I was gonna say, you guys mind if we call it soon?
Yeah, I know you got work or whatever in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. We will stop here.